Polarity work focuses on the dynamic interplay of the two energies, the masculine and the feminine, and how these influence your life, your relationships, and your inner world. Both of these energies are within all of us, so they're not gender oriented, but they really help unlock true, incredible transformation when harnessed. This week, I'm assisting a polarity workshop, so I thought it very fitting that we would talk about it in ways of how it's transformed not only my life, but it can transform yours as well. So we're gonna cover 5 ways you'll know it can help you, and then 5 ways that you might not really expect. So let's start with how polarity has affected my life. I really felt really out of alignment with my feminine energy. I was really into my masculine energy. So I started doing polarity work beginning of 2024, and I assisted retreats every single month for the entire year. I'm in John Wineland, he's one of the top polarity teachers in the world. I'm in his 3-year training. I've really devoted myself to it because it's transformed me in ways that I was so disassociated from my body that it's really helped me drop into not only deeper wisdom, deeper embodiment, but setting boundaries, being in my feminine flow, having masculine structures. It's really helped bring these two energies into balance. Being in my masculine energy, I was constantly striving, overworking, planning, just drive, and coming back into balance with my feminine energy, but utilizing my masculine energy as well has really helped me tap deeper into my intuition. And this balance not only affected my work, but it affected my relationships, my friendships with men, with women, myself, and my job. It's really helped me create this harmony and intimacy and this ability to fully experience life and pleasure in my body. It's also taught me how to beautifully express my emotions to men, how to creatively use my anger, and how to move out of performance and into what's true for me in the moment. So let's talk about 5 ways polarity can benefit you. Number 1 is polarity can deepen your relationships. Polarity means the balance between the masculine and feminine energy, so it creates this magnetic dynamic relationship between them. And this doesn't matter with gender, but there's always someone in the pole. So someone's always in the masculine pole or someone is always in the feminine soul. So polarity means able to know who's in which pole to create that magnetic dynamic, which creates attraction, which helps deepen your relationship. 2, it really helps improve self-awareness. When you understand how these different energies work, you can understand patterns and how they affect the way that you approach challenges, your relationships, decisions, everything. This awareness is your first step in transformation. It blew my mind when I started to understand where and how these two energy dynamics were playing out in areas of my life. 3 is balance between work and flow. If you feel like you're in overdrive, you're underproductive, you're overproductive, polarity work can help bring these two into balance because it balances each pole, the masculine pole and the feminine pole. So the masculine is the structure, it holds everything together. The feminine is the creativity that keeps things flowing. Having both of these leads to more fulfillment and balance. 4 is enhancing emotional connection. By attuning and becoming more aware of your feminine energy, you start to be able to tap in more to your emotions and your intuition. Not only enabling deeper connection with yourself, but your partner, your friends, your coworkers, just anyone that you meet, you're able to connect so much deeper with. But it all starts with your connection to self. 5 is rediscovering passion, pleasure, and creativity. Polarity work really truly ignites this passion for life that you never knew you even had because it opens up your heart space. It clears out a lot of energy that's stored in the body and it just ignites an energy that is so powerful, and you learn how to create and hold more pleasure in your body. And as you do this over time, you unlock creative levels inside of yourself that you didn't even know you had. Oliver, come here. Which affects your love, your personal goals, every aspect of your life. 5 unexpected ways that you might not know that polarity work can transform your life. 1 is greater confidence in your own authenticity. If there's one thing I've learned of becoming an embodiment coach and really helping people balance out their masculine and feminine energy, is that you really truly stop caring what anyone thinks because you are so deeply embodied. And in polarity work, one thing you learn how to do is take on different archetypes and play with those archetypes. And so interesting, I had a client that told me once, when I told her we were going to go into an anger release and I told her to move her body in a certain way and make these faces and stick out her tongue, and she's like, I don't do that. That's not me. We're taught in society that we shouldn't look weird. We shouldn't do weird things. We need to act a certain way. But in polarity work, you learn to embody fierceness. You learn how to embody soft and slow, and you learn how to embody big, bold pleasure. And there's so many different archetypes and embodiments that you build this confidence and authenticity of. You become so naturally embodied because you're rewiring somatic systems in your body. 2 is you heal old patterns and traumas and wounds. Polarity work reveals unconscious dynamics and patterns in your relationship and in your life. And it helps you break free from those disconnections and connect more deeply to your truth. 3 is heightened physical presence. When you become so deeply embodied and balanced in your masculine and your feminine energy, harnessing the energy most aligned to you, because we all either gravitate more for like the masculine energy or the feminine energy. I personally identify more as the feminine energy. When you learn how to balance those and embody your true authenticity, your presence becomes so magnetic. People honestly stop what they're doing. They look at you. They want to talk to you because you're so embodied and your heart is so open. 4 is aligned decision making. If you struggle with tapping into your intuition or clarity, polarity work truly helps you align so much deeper to your purpose, relationships that serve you. Honestly, when I started doing this work, my life started shifting. Every time you come back from a polarity immersion or event, your life starts to rearrange. That's why they always tell you don't make any decisions within like the first 3 weeks to a month when you get back, because your energy is internally shifting, which means your external shift. So with that shift internal, you are able to make so much better aligned decisions. 5 is a sense of spiritual connection. Everything we do is to connect to God, to the divine, to spirit, to let that love move through us. Everything we do is for the service of love. So if you struggle with connection to God or to a loving energy, this work helps you tap into your heart and to connection so much deeper. It's brought me to tears in certain practices of how deep of a connection to love and to God I feel. So with that, I have to go pack for today because I leave tomorrow morning for one in Denver. But just remember, polarity work is more about balancing these 2 energies and learning how to play with the dynamic between the 2. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with you, and if you want me to make a video that goes even deeper into how the masculine and feminine energies are, how to balance them, and how you can use them in your life. Love you. See you next time.